Welcome back to another YouTube video. This is FX Major, your mentor, the only doctor that focuses on changing people's lives, the only trader that pierces through the market. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified whenever we upload new content, new educational videos. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to make sure that you are subscribed and updated each time we bring out new strategies, we bring out new analysis and all. So today I'll be focusing on other three pairs, which is Euro ZAR, GBP, JPY, and Euro GBP. So happy new week, happy new month. It's a new month. Hope everyone is feeling okay, hope everyone is doing okay. Today I'll be focusing on certain strategy which will suit your needs, guys. So make sure that you watch previous videos to see how we fully analyze, we fully do this thing, we fully get into the market, we get into the chart and cater for all touches, analysis, and everything. So do not forget to also share this video to family, friends, loved ones for this life-changing opportunity with us. So without wasting any further time, let's continue with what we came here for. Let's jump straight into the market and analyze and see what we have on this certain pairs, as I have mentioned before. Okay, so looking at Euro ZAR, I can see, wow, a beautiful bullish channel. I can see a bullish channel ranging from this certain level here until that point currently, which is there. So I can see that the euro has been moving in this type of formation, has been moving in this certain position, meaning that we can anticipate and see that euro has been gaining strength. Wow, euro has been gaining strength. The last time we analyzed, I don't remember that pair that we analyzed, but euro was losing strength from, I think, the 14th until somewhere there, where euro has been losing momentum, losing strength against other pairs. But as you can see now, euro is actually gaining strength. It has been gaining strength from 15th. Let me start. It's 11th, then 15th. It came to retest and test for sure that are we getting strength or what against this pair. Then it has been gaining strength. And remember, guys, euro can gain much higher strength compared to ZAR, or actually against ZAR, because you know ZAR is losing value bit by bit, it's losing strength bit by bit. So as you can see, this zone here, it's when we have high confirmation of a market change or a structure change, because we can see that the market has been moving in a bearish movement, in a bearish market. So we can see that the market has been moving in a bearish channel. Then at this certain point here, that's when the market impulsed to the upside and created a new trend for us to anticipate and see from and notice where the euro is going to go and what the euro is going to do. Okay, so jumping further, let me remove this channel here, and make it simple to see. Okay, so I'll be leaving this for now, because I can see that that's where the market changed direction. The market changed direction. Okay, I can see that the market changed direction at this point here. Therefore, let's jump into the market and see in detail. Okay, looking at this here, I can see that after the change of market structure, we have a new structure here, which is an uptrend structure, which is an uptrend channel, a bullish channel. So we know, guys, from a bullish channel, we always receive much higher probabilities of buy entry points, of buy trades. And what I am seeing here on a daily time frame is this type of market condition or market pattern, which has been created here of a double bottom and possibly another double bottom at this point here. another double bottom, also this here. Okay, so looking at that, I can anticipate and see that the market has been ranging in this certain position. So what I have to highlight now are my zone areas, my zone areas, my zones. Okay, this here. As I said, guys, you have to have a minimum or a maximum of 4 to 5 zones. 4 to 5 zones. Okay, 4 to 5 zones to properly see the clear picture, to properly see clear entry points of where you'll be entering your trades. Okay, so seeing this, I can see this movement at this point here. From here we came to correct impulse, correction, a bit of correction, impulse to the upside, impulse to the downside, impulse, bit of correction. Okay, so this is what we see here. This is the movement of the market, and possibly this is what you might be looking for from this pair. This is what you might be looking for from this pair, a movement to the downside, a movement to the downside. After that, we have a retest, then a movement to this level here, retest, then come back, shoot here until this certain point here. This is what I'll be looking at on Eurozar. So we're moving these things to make the market clear and simple. Okay, so since we now know that at this point here the market might want to reverse and come to this certain point to test this level before breaking it, since we now can see that at this point the market might want to come to this level here, retest to this level, create a bit of consolidating type of channel before moving to the downside. This is what I'll be seeing on Eurozar, but this is on a daily time frame, meaning that Euro will be kind of losing strength against the ZAR. Euro will be losing strength against the ZAR, but for a short period of time, because we all know that ZAR isn't good in gaining strength. But since we follow the trend, we can simply say that we can look for possible sell trades. We can possibly look for sell trades on a daily time frame. So meaning that for maybe possibly 2 months, I think 2.5 months, we will be possibly looking for this type of channel, because you know how Eurozar will react on the market. So let's jump into 4-hour time frame. So on a 4-hour time frame, we can see a nice entry point at this level here, because meaning that we can see a movement here and retest. We can see movement. What you do on the left side, you have to do on the right side. What you do on the right side, you have to do on the left side. So cater for both sides, both right and left sides, to make sure that you get the full view of the market. Then after you have the full view of the market, that's when you can decide on whether to keep both of your things in order or delete a certain thing. So here, this is what I'm seeing, meaning that at this point you can be looking for selling trades, looking for sales at this point here, looking for sales at this setting. Actually, what I'm here. Reason being that we now can see that our zones, we have placed our zones and we have to break this structure. So for me, this is how the market will be ranging. This is how the market will be moving. Shoot to the downside. This is how the market will be moving. This is how the market will be moving. So since you now know that this is how the market will be moving, therefore I'd say that we have a possible sell trade. 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 We have a possible sell trade until this level here, then a bit of retest until here, then a shoot to the downside. Let's go to an hour and see what we're actually anticipating. Wow, this is already selling, as you can see. Eurozone is already selling. Eurozone is already selling. But however, we also have to cater for this here. But I'm pretty sure that it will break this level here with an impulse, a deep impulse, then continue to the downside as analyzed, with a huge impulse to the downside until it reaches our point there in a certain period of time, possibly in a week or two, or possibly in a month or two, depending on the volatility of the market. That's how we can be sure how long this trade will be. That's how we'll be sure on how long this trade will be. Okay, so another thing that I'm seeing here on the side is this here, this pattern here. This pattern here, meaning that when the market comes to this point, which is here, it might try to create possibly a double top here before continuing to the downside. Before continuing to the downside and create this type of form, this type of market movement. So here you must expect a bit of correction. Before moving to the downside and getting those cells in position. So also I can see this here, see this here, and see this here. So since I can see now that the market will move to a certain point, create a brief correction respecting this level here, and creating a double top here before continuing to the downside. This is how I'll be expecting momentum to be seen, and on this certain pair, this is how I'll be expecting momentum to be seen, because we all know that when Euro or USD falls or rises, it rises with impulses, and it does not spend a lot of time falling, but it makes sure that whenever it falls down quickly, possibly in a month. It falls down quickly, then starts rising for 4 months plus. You see, so it only falls down possibly for 1 month, then rises for 6 months, 4 months to 6 months, 4 months to 8 months, and all. Because, for example, let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let's go to 4 hour and see what I'm talking about here. As you can see here, it rose up with from the 4th of Jan to the 1st of Jan. Then the fall here started on 1st of Feb until the 2nd of Feb. Do you see? And when it fell here, it actually fell with impulses to the downside, bit of correction and impulse. Also here, this is what we might be seeing, an impulse to the downside, bit of correction possibly here before continuing with impulses to the downside, bit of correction and impulses to the downside before shooting back up. So this is what I'm seeing on Eurozar. So do make sure, guys, to come back to the videos and see how we got to this point, how we got to analyze this pairs. Moving forth, let's move to GBP JPY. Okay, GBP JPY. GBP JPY is also a good pair. It's also a good pair, but on bullish momentums, on bullish charts, on bullish movement, on bullish momentum, on bullish charts. Whenever GBP JPY is moving bullish, just know that you have a good market structure, because at this point here we see that it has created a minor bullish move, meaning that we have had impulses, correction impulse. When it moves with bearish momentum or bearish movement, it gives us a bit of consolidation or correction. So let's see previously and see what I'm trying to talk about, what I'm trying to show you. Okay, so at this point here, let me put this one. We can see that it has been trying to move in a bullish momentum, in a bullish trend, and also we can see here that the bullish was respected and the bullish was beautiful. Even here we can see that the bullish was beautiful, the bullish was beautiful. Then we had a bit of consolidation or a sideways action here, then a movement to the upside. As you can see, guys, the bullish momentum isn't much of a good channel here, isn't much of a good structure, as channel or the price changed and arranged in a different way, creating this here, creating this correction which has no clear movement or anything clear for us to see or anticipate or even trade on. So I'll quickly remove these drawings and go back to show you what I am trying to show you. And this is what kills most traders when trading: patience and not viewing the full chart, not viewing the full price, not viewing the full market. This is what harms traders, because they think they know it, and they now fall into the lion's den. So whenever you analyze, just make sure that you have the full view of the market in order for you to be a profitable trader. So moving forth, let's so let's now move deeper and see what this is doing. GBP JPY has been trying to JPY has been trying to gain strength against the pound, but the pound is more stronger than the JPY, so therefore it starts creating unrealistic movements and a lot of manipulations at this point here, this certain point here, the zones here. Okay, so the reason why I highlighted also this zone which you see here is because that's where the market started giving out liquidity. We call it liquidity pool. This is where the market started giving out manipulations. This is the channel which, or the position or the point where the market decided to change and give out manipulations. So the manipulations started from this spike here. As you can see, the spike here, that's where we had the manipulations. Then it started showing us that, hey, I'm going to manipulate you guys because I do not have a proper structure. I do not have a proper market structure. Therefore, I can decide on what to do. I can now start doing whatever I like doing. So this is what happens, because moving back, we saw that JPY has no proper market structure. Therefore, JPY was trying to gain strength against the pound, but it couldn't because the pound is stronger than JPY. So this is what happens. They were fighting against each other, trying to see on which one or who's going to be most manipulative. So hence why we have this huge manipulation here, and this is what killed a lot of people. This is what harmed and blew everyone's accounts. So with this being said, we can see that at this level here there was manipulations, then this started taking place, this started happening. So let's see what we have here. We will firstly start by placing my zones. Firstly start by placing my zones. Then after placing my zones, that's when we can get deeper into the market and see what the market is actually doing. So we can see that here, from here we had a bit of change of market movement to this level here, here, and a bit of correction at this point here. Okay, so since we now see this in a full view picture, we can now take deeper analysis and see what has been happening with this pair. With this pair, we can now see deeper on what was happening with this pair. Okay, so viewing this, I can see that we have a bit of structure here, a pennant or a triangle. This is what we call a pennant or a triangle. Therefore, this was going to be a swing trade for me to this point here, to this point here, to this point here. Was going to be a swing trade for me to this point here, seeing that the market respected our zone here and also created another channel. So my entry point was going to be on this candlestick or either of these candlesticks, this candlestick before moving to the downside and impulsing to the downside. But this is on a daily time frame, and let me not put much more. Okay, so I'm also seeing a channel here, this type of trend. Also seeing this type of trend here, ranging in this type of formation. Okay, so seeing this trend here, okay, removing this one here, or let me place it just. Seeing this here, we can see that the market has been ranging in this movement. So therefore, we can say that our trade here was going to be a good trade. Then a bit of correction, a correction before continuing to the downside, pushing down, or also creating a correction here before pushing to the downside. But as we have highlighted our zones here, our take profit level was going to be just here before the manipulation, or before the huge manipulation was going to be here, just on this change of manipulation. After the change of structure, this is where our overall take profit would have been, just at this point here, just at this point here. Okay, so let's go to a 4-hour time frame. Okay, so on a 4-hour time frame, this is what I'm seeing on the market. Since we see that this was going to be our swing trade until this point here, then expect a correction at this zone here, correction before continuing to the downside. Come back, test this level, continue to the downside. So this is what we'll be viewing on this pair. But however, we can also see another trend which ranged at this point here. At this point here, we can see this trend here, meaning that after it breaking this level here, you might expect a bit of retest before continuing to the downside and have another retest here or a consolidation before continuing to the downside. So meaning that at this point here we can anticipate and see that we have a beautiful market structure from this level here, entering ourselves, including this whole impulse to the downside, which highly was volatile and giving out good profits here at this point here, coming back with the market giving us good of correction, a beautiful correction actually. If you have patience, or if you are a swing trader, a long-term trader, this is what you are going to be expecting. But if you're a scalp trader, your take profit was going to be possibly here or at this level here, but from the entry point which was there. Okay, so since this is what we are seeing, I can also see this here and also this here, meaning that the market at this point here, we are expecting to have to reach to this level here. As I said with this one, we have move here, move here, move here, move here, move here, which is expected from this move, which is going to be here before going to the downside, meaning that we are mainly focusing on having a move to here before going to the downside, having this move before continuation to the downside. Okay, so this is our view on GBP JPY. Let's move to 1 hour time frame and see what we actually looking at. Okay, so GBP JPY is currently having a good structure compared to what people may say about it. As I said, we are the only trader that pierces through the market. We make sure that we come out with good analysis, whether the market is giving out good structures or not. We make sure that it makes us see the full picture, the full view of it, whether there are manipulations or what. We make sure that we pierce through the market, Okay, so since we're expecting this here, I will be anticipating on this to be my triple top here, my triple top before entering our trade. Before entering our trade, before entering our trade, until this point here. Okay, so this is the full view on this pair. This is the full view on this pair. So meaning that our trade, current trade was going to be at this point here, but our previous trade was going to be at that level there, meaning that we're going to have beautiful trades from that level there, from that level there, to this market movement to here. So this is what we will have had on GBP JPY. Do you see how deeply pierce through the market? We make sure that you pierce through the market and make the market give us good entry points, good market condition. Okay, so moving forth, let's move to Euro GBP. This is the last trade we're going to enter. Euro GBP. Let's see what Euro GBP is actually giving out. Let's see our analysis on Euro GBP. Okay. Same goes to GBP JPY. Euro GBP is not showing us a good of a good market structure, so therefore we'll see what it was trying to do. We have this huge manipulation. So GBP has been giving out manipulations. So as you can see, there's a lot of manipulations on this pair. There's a lot of manipulations here. We can see a lot of manipulations taking place on this pair, because from here you can see such manipulation. Whenever you see such manipulations, just know that the market, whenever you find a good trade, the market on that manipulation will give you good profits. So let's jump into these manipulations we see here and analyze the manipulations. Okay, so on these manipulations, I can say that I'll be catering for these points, this point, and lastly this point. But also, okay, this is our points which I am seeing from the market, meaning that let me, okay, this point, that point. Okay, so from this certain points, we can see that before and after the manipulation which happened here, we had a bit of good market structure, here. Before and after this manipulation, we had a good uptrending structure here and a good downtrending structure here, which resulted in an impulse before giving us good trading movement. Okay, so as you can see, we have a bit of a double bottom here, here and here. Therefore, I'll double bottom here, not forgetting this here, which possibly might have been a third touch here. But for now, let's focus on this here, these sensitive areas here, as we have a lot of touches, including here a lot of touches. Therefore, we have our double bottom type formation. So since we have our double bottom type formation here, we can see that the market moved with impulse to the upside, tried to test this level to move to the downside, but failed and moved to the upside. And this zone now became our support zone. So with that being said, we can say that since our zone became from a resistance, it became a support, then we can now say that we are looking for buying movement. We are looking for bullish momentum, bullish movement in respectful to this double bottom, which we have here. So I would say that at this point, possibly here, not this level here, yes, this level, I would have said I was going to take my buy trade, but as you can see, it broke it with a candlestick with a bearish engulfing, then came back with a doji, then came back with a engulfing, leading to a touch here. So at this point here, I was going to take my buy trade, knowing that it's on our zone, and respectfully we're seeing a double bottom here. Okay, so with that being said, let me put my trend lines. Okay, so this is what I am viewing, this is what I am seeing on Euro GBP. So meaning that Euro GBP has good market movement results in good take profits and good impulses, whether to the upside or to the downside. Okay, so another thing that I'm seeing here is this formation here. This is what I'm also seeing. Therefore, I'll also cater for this move here, which was going to be my other entry point. Okay, so meaning from this position here, I was going to execute my trade, and also here I was going to execute my trade. So this is what I would have expected from this pair, which is Euro GBP. So moving forth to 4-hour time frame, let's see what 4-hour is showing us. Okay, so moving forth to 4-hour time frame, let me remove this for now. We can possibly see that our zones which we have here are respected zones. Okay, so from here, do you see this impulse to the upside? So meaning that at this point we would have taken the impulse, then come here, test this level again before shooting back up, before shooting back to the upside, then having this a bit of correction, then taking another sell entry point while still having the buy point here, because we know that the market has to break this certain point here and come to that level which we have, which is over there on the top, which is here. So at this point here, we are going to take our sells, knowing that we will come to this level here, and after coming to this level here, we will go to the upside. We will go and continue going to the upside. Okay, so we are going to have major profits on these ones. Possibly from a deposit of 10k, you would have made possibly 650k with just this. Moving from here to there, then selling while still having those buys, selling using high risk management, then continue after taking a trade until this point here, which is going to be a take profit. But also what I can see here is that it impulsed to the downside here, as you can see, but still our take profit of the sell which we had here was going to be here. Then from there, our stop loss of this trade was going to just be below here, as you can see this level as a sensitive level from here going to this side, meaning that our stop loss of the current trade which we are going to be having on this trade was going to be just below here, and closing our trade with minor profits but milked from this sell which we had here. So since our stop loss was going to just be below here, the market did not necessarily or did not specifically come to this point here, but projected and reversed at this level here, but with a spike, with a manipulation, then continued with the trade to the upside. And before it continued with the trade to the upside, it needed momentum from the market. It needed momentum to go to the upside, hence it created this double bottom which we have currently here, this double bottom which we have here, this double bottom which we have here before continuing to the upside, Okay, so this is the view of the market at this certain point, meaning that we are going to have 3 trading positions or trading entry points. First one for buys, second one for sells, then third one for buys until that point there. And the fourth one, where was the fourth? Yeah, I think this is the third one. Yeah, we're going to have 3 entry points of this trade, both sell and buy. And again, guys, this is a long trade, a swing trade. This is a swing trade, a swing and a long-term trade, meaning that we have to be patient with the market to give you good profits, Okay, so moving forth to 1 hour, we can see that yeah, it's been respected and respectful to this move, to what we're having here. Okay, to what we have here, so meaning that the market will now range in this type of formation until it do we see how patience helps in growing accounts, because when viewing this, we can see that the market will come here, then it will take a buy, close, come, take a buy, close, come, take a buy, close, come, take a buy, until we reach our overall take profit of the buys. Until we reach the overall take profit of the buys. So I'd say that from this point here, this is what we're expecting. Let me remove this one and put a proper. Okay, so we can see that at this point, this is what we might be looking for and looking at. This is what we might be looking for and looking at. Okay, this is what we might be looking for and looking at, respecting this setup, meaning that at this point here, we might be expecting a reversal to the downside, a reverse movement to the downside after hitting this zone here. After hitting this zone here, this is what we might be expecting from the market. This is what we might be expecting from the market. From the market, just always know that this is a high probability trade, and we make sure that we cater for all touches, we cater for all possible moves and all possible touches which the market is giving us or showing us. Let me move back to 4 hour and see if we're going to expect a different take profit level. If there are certain manipulations, then here will be our total manipulative take profit. So here we might be expecting a possible take profit if there are manipulations in the market. If the market makers decide to manipulate some traders when they think of buying it when it comes here, then the market makers are like, no, there won't be any buy, but instead there won't be any sell, but instead there will be buy. There won't be any sell, but instead there will be buy. So let's manipulate these people, let's manipulate them. Remember guys, big banks and market makers, they manipulate the market so much that you will even cry whenever fundamentals or such manipulations take place, because they happen in a quick time, they happen quickly, and you won't even get to close your trades immediately, but after the account has blown. So this is what we're expecting and experiencing on this pair. This is all from me, FX Major, your mentors. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified and updated for whenever we upload new videos. And do make sure that you also check out our description on this video below or on any video we upload to get more information about our services, our giveaways, and everything that we do in the financial market, whether signals and all. So this is all from me, FX Major, your mentor, signing out.